I think some soldering broke. That's a problem.
For we walk by faith, not by sight.
Hey guys, in today's episode we're going to be working on Blueberry, the 04 Mach 1. Okay, last time I was out and I took it for a drive, there were a couple problems. One, I already knew about. The windows don't go down anymore. We're going to try to work on that. Two, I don't know where these push pins went, but I got to find some push pins and put in there. The main problem though, the car was overheating. Oh no, she got hot. I got it cooled down. It is still sitting here behind me at the car wash. Now, it was overheating because the fans weren't spinning. It was pretty obvious to hear the air conditioner wasn't working. They just weren't coming on. Right now, we're going to see if we can figure that out. When you want to go figure something electrical out, like I've got multimeters and stuff, and I can figure this out, and I hope it's not something big, the first thing I'm going to do before pulling the shaker off, before diving into it and breaking out tools and wiring diagrams and seeing how many ohms different things are supposed to have in terms of resistance, see if like the motors are going to do anything, let's just check the connections. Let's pull you over here with me. Okay, you guys obviously can't see what I'm seeing, and if you hear a little bit of dinging, the battery was kind of low because I don't drive the car much, and so I've got it hooked to a thing, slowly charging it. Oh guys, this might be a quick video. I don't know for sure. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm gonna bring the camera over here actually. Let's bring you guys with me. This guy right here, I just pulled it out. It was not all the way in there properly. I don't know exactly how that happened, but obviously this is where you plug the fan in. Is this broken though? So I need to look in here. Oh my. Ooh, the whole resistor thing's falling out the back. Well, there's my problem right there. So I need to get this guy out of the way, get the shaker off and out of here. It's just two 10mm bolts here and then pop it off down here. So I'm hoping that doesn't have to be replaced, but let's get a couple things out of the way and see. I only had to cut a few seconds of footage out there because this was already on the shelf from the last one I did. I kind of keep an extra 10mm on an extension over there by my air tools for my air compressor because I've got two of these cars with these shakers, and it's just nice to be able to get the shaker out of the way if I need to work on something. This always reminds me of RoboCop because his helmet had the bolt on each side of his head. Maybe that's dumb. I don't know. I like RoboCop. I like Paul Verhoeven movies, I guess. There's that into the pocket. I started not trusting my pockets, which is kind of weird, but I have a pair of pants that I really haven't worn that much. But the pocket that I put my wallet in, bottom of it ripped out and my wallet went sliding down the back of my leg. Pop this guy out of here, and then I always end up forgetting about the drain hoses. Let's just unhook those real quick. This one's a little more tough. I forget about them because on my green Bullet, the other one with a shaker, it doesn't actually have the drain hoses. I need to put those on there. Ooh, here's something we're going to talk about real quick. On a 96 to 98 Cobra, they have a different crossover tube than this. And then this crossover tube here is the same on the 9901 Cobra and 0304 Mach 1, not the Terminator Cobras. Late model restoration has come out with a replacement part for this crossover tube that has the brackets, it all bolts in as it's supposed to. Whereas these here are only coated on the outside and the inside can get rusty even if you run antifreeze. The late model restoration one is coated on the inside too. Like, how freaking awesome is that? You can replace this part because that's been unavailable forever. Okay, what happened here? I'm going to bring you guys over to the other side. Maybe you can see a little bit better what I'm looking at. I think some soldering broke. I have a solder gun, but I don't have a soldering iron. Let me pull this forward. Oh, that's a problem. This should just be a resistor. That is the only thing in here. And so how would this have connected up right there like that? That doesn't go through though. Okay, so one thing I'm not understanding here is what does this connect to? So this side here obviously connects. I can see how it connects. This side doesn't touch anything but plastic. I don't understand that. I'm gonna have to look at some stuff. Okay, so if this is the case, that was connected there. I can probably solder that back in place. Was there anything else? Is the question. So I'm looking back here. I don't see anything. I don't understand what that does. I think I need to go figure out what the heck that does. And I can see that it doesn't connect over here, but what does it do? I don't know. I don't know what this is exactly. So I mean, I assume it's a resistor, but if it doesn't connect back through to anything, what's it resisting? I don't know everything about electronics, but I do know that this was hanging out and this is flopping off the back of it. Okay, if I can solder that back together and have a fixed fan and the car is fixed, that's going to be great. But I don't understand. I mean, I can see where it goes. I can see how it all fit together, but I don't understand what I'm doing, and I want to understand from a electrical point of view what that is and what I'm doing. So I'm going to go do some research, and then we're going to come back to this.
Okay, guys, I'm at my desk and I have discovered things. Let me move my little self here over to the side and make myself smaller. Can I open this in a new tab? I've already got a million tabs open, but here we go. And then we're going to zoom in a bit and roll this thing down. There, you guys can see it really well now. I'm going to hold up. Obviously, I found the exact same one. I wanted to find the exact same part to see if I was missing pieces. And I am. What I thought happened out there, let me put that right in front of the camera, is that there's missing connections. So there's these two prongs here, which you can kind of see them. And there should be let me take my mouse so you can see my cursor, this guy that runs across. And that is actually part of what would connect this side. Because when I put this in here as it sits, so I really should have my light up for this, but really, basically, I'm looking at this one on the screen. I'm missing these pieces right here. So when this top of this plastic piece got broke off, however it got broke off, which allowed this to pop out, I'm now missing something. That piece is gone and will never be found, I'm sure. Yeah, so this is toast, warm buttery toast. What I'm going to do is pull one of these. If it's the same type of thing, I'm going to pull it off one of my 2-valve Mustangs, put it onto that car, see if the fan works. If this is the whole issue, then I'm just going to find one of these on eBay. I mean, obviously this one I'm looking at is on eBay, but I don't want to buy the same thing for 40 bucks. I'm going to try to find an OE one. Hopefully the OE one will work with the aftermarket fan. It's a TYC fan. Very disappointed in this. I tried to find an OE fan, a new one, but I couldn't.
Somewhere in making this video, I lost my hat. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to do something that I absolutely hate doing. I really don't want to have to do this, but there's no fixing that part that I have, and there's none of them locally. I cannot find one at any shop locally. Went online to order one, and I can find aftermarket ones for $12, and I could have one of those here in 2 days. So I haven't put out a video in a week and a half, closer to 2 weeks. I want to get this video out, but I decided to get a Ford part, an actual like Ford one, and it's $60, but I think that'll be better. When I tried to pull the one out of my Blue Bullet back here, I don't think I can actually get it out of that little bracket that it's in without breaking the bracket, because it's like 4 clamps, right? And I'm trying to bend them back a little bit, but I think they're going to snap off. So didn't want to pull one out of the other car. Went ahead and ordered a new Ford one. I'm going to have to wait for it to come in. Not exactly what I was after. Let's go ahead and cut this one off here. As soon as that one comes in, we're going to get it in the car, be on camera, and we'll see if it works and have to move forward from there. But yeah, that's where I'll have to end this one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.